Do you have a Camel award too?
Well, I will have to go with the Toyota FCV. This is a fuel cell vehicle, and this has this odd front grille. It's separated into three pieces, and on each side, the right and left, there's a triangular shaped part of the grille, and in the middle there's a trapezoid, and it all comes off looking like a man with a big handlebar mustache or something that I don't understand. There are other elements of the car that are a little bit unusual. The headlights are sort of swept way back on the hood, or as the bonnet, as you might say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very innovative car in terms of that it runs on hydrogen.
Mm-hmm.
And the exhaust is water, so I commend Toyota for that. But on the design, I think they were trying some new things here, and maybe somebody should have stood up in the room and said, "Are we really going to do this?"
Yeah.
All right, Toyota FCV, it's called. And the car of the year, Damian Farrell.
For me, and you're going to like this one, Lucianne, is a Cadillac.
Oh yes.
The new ATS, I believe it is. Which I just thought, and yes, it is the new ATS. I love the simplicity and the cleanliness that Cadillac has stayed with. They have not been drawn away. I mean, a while ago they went to this more angular look, right? The sort of stealth fighter look, but they've stayed with it. And there's a continuity. If I start with the line down at the front wheel, it goes through to the back. And as I turn the corner on the back, the same ideas are still there. There's a crispness. I sat in the car. It just felt wonderful. It just surrounded me. The dash was not all dressed up looking like a boombox. It had a nice simplicity to it. I love the colors, and I love the line at the back on the two-door, not on the four-door, which is what you drive, Lucianne. So I think this is your next car.
The ATS.
Yeah, yes, I think
got a
so.
CTS now.
Yeah, you have a CTS now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
All right, and for Neal Boudette of the Wall Street Journal, your car of the year?
Well, we are in Ann Arbor, and so I'm going to have to go with a choice that's related to Ann Arbor. I'm going to talk about the F-150, the aluminum pickup truck. The chief engineer on that is actually a gentleman who lives in Ann Arbor. His name is Pete Reyes. He's been an engineer at Ford quite some time. He grew up near Saginaw, and he led this project. It was a secret project that had been going on for about the last 3.5 years, and it was unveiled, and that was his big moment. He lives here in Ann Arbor. He's got a daughter who plays hockey in Ann Arbor.
And you're a big hockey player as well.
I am. That's how I know him. I know
Yeah.
him through hockey.
How does he keep secrets like that?
Well, to be honest with you, the Wall Street Journal did have a story on it about 1.5 years ago. So we were able to break that
You got a
news.
little mini scoop there.
See what a little hockey will give you?
Yeah. Well, actually, he wouldn't say anything to me. We were able to dig that out through other sources. But it hats off to Ann Arborite, Pete Reyes, and this F-150, which is a big step forward for the industry.
Great talking with both of you, and it was a phenomenal car show this year. I think what I really loved about it is I didn't hear a lot of people talking about the bankruptcy. They were there to see the cars.
Yeah, they were.
Wherever they came from around the world, it seemed like.
Yeah.
So
One thing they were talking about was GM's new CEO, Mary Barra, first woman CEO of a major auto company, or probably any auto company. But she did attract a lot of attention. As she strolled the floor, there was a huge entourage watching her.
How did she handle all the questions?
She responded, the way she has to.
Yeah.
But she didn't really say much.
Here's a woman who started from the ground floor up, right?
Yeah, she's a lifelong
18 years old when she came into the business.
Came in as an intern.
And they really groomed her for this.
Yeah, and she rose up through the ranks and was a favorite of Dan Ackerson, who's the outgoing CEO, and she was just recently named to run the company.
It's going to be interesting to watch what happens.
Yeah, sure will be.
And she knows a lot about product, doesn't she?
Yeah, her most recent assignment was running the product development part of General Motors. So that includes the labs in Warren and the proving ground in Milford, not too far from us here in Ann Arbor.
So she's obviously a car lover,
Yeah.
right? So that's what we need. No, I thought it was exciting. I enjoyed it. I love watching people's reactions and comments as they look at the designs and react with the cars, and the way they run their hands down things, and that things are tactile. I love watching the people sitting inside the new Corvette and feeling the stitching on that knee brace down the side of the center console. Just wonderful experiences all around. Still miss the exotics. You know, I wish we could get the Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Maseratis, just because of that level of design, that excitement of body shape, and that ultimate blending of design and mechanism.
All right, speaking of the foreign cars, should we care that Chrysler now is owned by Fiat?
Well, they were owned by Germans before. That wasn't a successful marriage. I think they have a better chance here. I don't think it's going to make it much of a difference in terms of moving the company or moving operations to Italy. I think it's more likely the other way, that they'll want to. They have to choose. They're going to choose where to put the headquarters of the combined company, either Turin, where Fiat's based, or Auburn Hills, where Chrysler is based. And I would bet it's better than 50-50 that ends up here.
All right,
That's
we'll
exciting.
see. It is. Thank you, gentlemen. Great talking with you on Damian on
Thanks, Lucia.
Design. Our special guest today, Neal Boudette. He is Detroit Bureau Chief for the Wall Street Journal. Damian Farrell on the air with us each week, local architect with Damian Farrell Design Group. You're listening to Ann Arbor's Talk Station, 1290 WLBY.